I'm Derek Butler, Chief Executive of Grid Finance. I've worked extensively in emerging markets and also as a chartered accountant with PwC. For me, it's in lending and payments, which are the kind of two core functions of banking. There's a huge amount of companies looking to do both of those functions of traditional banks better. With those two areas, there's then a whole bunch of opportunity around related services. So as companies emerge that will challenge the banks in those two areas, there'll be a bunch of support companies, be it tech companies or regulatory companies, that will need to emerge to support those. So there's huge opportunities across the board. You know, we use the word disruptor with caution, because what we want to do is build alliances with both traditional and non-traditional stakeholders in financial services. Our end goal is to bring about change in financial services, and you know, for us that means working with a whole range of stakeholders. So our focus is to enable change. If that means some disruption, so be it. But the word disruption can be very, very, very divisive. Our end goal is actually change in financial services.
Hi, I am Owen O'Byrne, the Head of Product at Fire Financial Services. Would I consider Fire to be a disruptor or an enabler in financial services? I think more than likely an enabler. Some people say, do you compete with the old banks? Do you work with the old banks? I think that in a couple of years' time, that won't be an option. When PSD2 comes out and the banking systems are opened up to pretty much any regulated entity, everyone will have to play together. So it'll be everyone working to enable products for customers. That's the most important part of the job here. It's not about what functionality or who you're beating. It's have you created a product that gives the customer the best experience for the thing they want to do. The opportunities in fintech are going to come in about 2 years when the regulation opens up again. I use an analogy on the stage about you don't have to buy different appliances when you change your electricity company, so you won't have to change your financial products when you change bank in the future. It won't matter what bank you're with. And so I think in the future, where your money sits and what product you want to use will no longer be an important choice for you. It'll just be, I want to use this product, and it doesn't care where my money is, so why should I?
I'm Jonathan Ford, and I'm a Senior Sales Manager with Visa Europe, focusing primarily on the Irish market, but also working around developing market acceptance in Ireland and also in the UK market, with a focus on contactless and e-commerce in particular. I think I would definitely see it as an opportunity. I think from a Visa Europe perspective, and particularly in the Irish market, we currently have 1 in 3 of every euro spent in the market. So there's 2/3 of the market left to go after. Our existing means of making payments and having consumers make payments have gotten us that 1 in 3, but there's probably room for innovation there. And I think both with our own innovation within Visa Europe and working with other fintechs who are trying to crack that consumer payments market will really get us more inroads into that area.
Yeah, I'm Ruth McCarthy. I'm the CEO of Fexco Corporate Payments. So we do payments worldwide, largely for institutional corporate clients as well as consumers. We're really excited at the growth of businesses like Currency Fair, because it indicates that the future of payment services is extending beyond banking, and that's going to be positive for all non-banks in the industry. Some of the businesses succeeding today will go on to be huge players in the market, and some will not. So the challenge for us is identifying where the growth is going to be. We probably still regard ourselves as a startup, even though we're 34 years old. So for us, all the change occurring in the market is really, really positive. We see huge opportunities more so than threats. But we do think that into the future, so much is going to change. It's going to be very difficult to predict where the success will be.
Sure, my name is Colm Lyne. I'm currently the CEO and the founder of Fire Financial Services, and up until last March I was the CEO of Relax Payments, which is a company I founded back in the year 2000. We sold Relax Payments last year to a company called Global Payments based out of the US, and in my spare time I'm also the chairperson of the Fintech and Payments Association of Ireland. I think when you want to start out in business, it can often be it seems like a very daunting process that you're just about to get into, and it can seem like there's a long journey ahead, and potentially one that has lots of barriers and lots of obstacles that you have to overcome. So I think the best advice I can give people is really just create that dream, create that vision for yourself, try to articulate that as best that you can, and surround yourself with people who believe in that dream as well.